For people who don't know, it was just released not too long ago, maybe within a couple hours ago. The Commercial Savings Bank on 279 Jamesway was robbed this morning.
Again?
At 8. Well, this is the one on over here was robbed. The Jamesway branch was robbed this morning, and on the phone we're joined by Sheriff Tim Bailey. Sheriff Bailey, how are you?
Good, sir. Thanks for having me.
Sheriff Bailey, as much as you can tell us, what happened this morning?
Well, about 8:46 this morning, a man entered the bank, the Commercial Savings Bank on Jamesway. He brandished a gun, jumped the counter, and he robbed the bank with an undisclosed amount of money. He was prior to the robbery. We had gotten a call down on Kaufman Road in the area of 529 of a suspicious car and a suspicious man down there, and deputies were on their way down there, and it actually turns out we believe that that individual was the guy that actually pulled the robbery. This is quite similar to the one that took place, I think, 3 weeks ago at the Commercial Savings Bank on Barks Road. And while we have not identified the robber today, we're certainly looking at the similarities between the two.
It was released, of course, that the suspect in the robbery out here on Barks Road was Ronald Miles. I know there's some surveillance footage this morning. Is there any connection between the two? Because he is still at large, I think, last time we checked.
Right. Ronald Miles is still at large, and he was driving a black Mercedes. We are just now getting ready to sit down with the investigators and compare notes with the FBI and look at these the video surveillance in detail. Today was also a black male, but he was driving a silver Mercedes in the 2000-2001 range. So again, I haven't identified the man today, but there are certainly some close similarities between the same bank in the morning, jumped the counter, has a gun. They're quite similar.
Are precautions being made, since two of these things have happened within a course of 3 weeks, to watch other banks here in town at this point?
The short answer is yes. The details I'm not going to release, of course. But we are, yes, we have ramped up security at these locations.
If somebody would see somebody, what should they do?
Well, first of all, we're looking for an early 2000 silver Mercedes. He had the license plate covered, and the headlights were covered with tape. And if they should see a car similar to that, we would ask them to call the local law enforcement, or if it's Marion County, dial 911. Do not approach this individual. He is armed, and I would consider him dangerous. Dial 911 and give us the details of where he was observed, and whatever other details you can give us at that point, and we will respond immediately.
How are the people who were at the bank this morning?
They were shaken. No one was injured, fortunately. Two young ladies, particularly the lady who was the teller whose counter he jumped, they were shaken, but they're okay and in good spirits. So.
Okay. Just want to let everybody know again, we were talking with Sheriff Tim Bailey. The Commercial Savings Bank was robbed this morning at 8:46 a.m. at 279 Jamesway Drive, and I'm sure that branch will be closed today.
That branch is now closed for the rest of the day, yes.
Yeah, okay. And Sheriff Bailey, as more information comes about, I hope you will let us know.
We typically don't solve a crime unless the public helps us out. So if I get any additional information, I'll let you know, and we'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Sheriff Bailey.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Bye-bye.